What's good people? So, there seems to be this narrative that Islam Makhachev is afraid of Ilia Topuria. Islam Makhachev does not want to fight Ilia Topuria. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, might I remind you that you guys are the same jury, or well, whoever says this is the same jury that said Islam Makhachev's championship reign has an asterisk on it, only because Islam Makhachev has defended his title twice against a featherweight. Mind you, that featherweight at the time of the first defense was the pound for pound GOAT, was the pound for pound number one, but that didn't matter. He defended it against a featherweight and it was difficult for him the first time, and when he knocked him out and finished him decisively the second time around, it was like, well, he's a featherweight. And then you guys come back around and say, well, Islam only defended his next title defenses against Renato Moicano, who's, I don't know, ranked number 10, number 9. It doesn't really count. Who has Islam really fought? What are we doing here? Oh, he defended against Dustin Poirier. Well, Dustin was a replacement only because Justin Gaethje got knocked out by Max Holloway, so they put Dustin in there. It's not really Armin Tsarukyan. It's not really... Who are these contenders that you guys wanted Islam Makhachev to face off in the lightweight division? He's beaten Armin Tsarukyan. He took the belt from Charles Oliveira. Who? Gaethje? We're giving Gaethje, what, 100th title opportunity? Dustin Poirier? We gave him that opportunity. Who are these people? Gamrot couldn't make his way to the number one contendership. Who are these people? Beneil Dariush? What are we doing? Who are these people that Islam was supposed to run through? It's not like the welterweight division where there's monsters, there's people lining up ready. The welterweight division right now is the best division in the UFC. The lightweight division, yes, it has all the marquee names that we appreciate and we like, but if we're really looking at it, especially at the top end of the lightweight division, who is this dude besides Armin Tsarukyan who Islam defeated? Islam beat Armin Tsarukyan. This was a rematch. This was round 2. This was the sequel, whatever you want to call it. Who is this dude? Okay, I'm going off topic. The thing here is that now everyone is of the opinion because Ilia Topuria is that dude. He knocked out Volkanovski. He knocked out Max Holloway. Don't get me wrong. Right now, the most entertaining fighter in the UFC is Ilia Topuria. And Ilia Topuria is only the most interesting fighter, entertaining fighter, because the UFC for some reason has Tom Aspinall waiting it out. They are wasting Tom Aspinall's prime, but that's a conversation for another day. So Ilia Topuria is the most blockbuster fighter in the UFC because we just don't have anyone else in the UFC who, you know, when you watch, he's going for the kill, he's going for the finish. You're gonna get a knockout, you're gonna get a submission, you're gonna get something good. So Ilia Topuria is must-see TV. But because it's must-see TV, we assume that Islam owes us this grand gesture of fighting Ilia Topuria because Ilia was the featherweight champion. He defended it once. Yes, he knocked out Max Holloway, but he still defended it once. Moved up, he wants Islam Makhachev. Islam goes into the octagon, beats Ilia Topuria, who's not even the number one pound for pound, mind you, unlike Volkanovski. And then what are you, the jury, going to say again? You're going to say, well, Islam beat another featherweight. His championship reign doesn't really count. He's not fighting contenders in the lightweight division. Give him a contender. Armin Tsarukyan needs to fight Beneil Dariush, get a win so we can see you versus... What are we doing? So Islam says, nah, buddy, it's my turn. I gave Volk 2 opportunities to come up and take this belt. And mind you, not just any featherweight, the pound for pound number 1. We gave him I'm hurting myself here, but we gave him an opportunity to come up to capture this belt, and he could not do that. Now I'm gonna go up. I've earned this. I deserve this. Let me go up and let me get a chance at getting that belt, the welterweight champion. Why is it not? Hang on a minute. Islam is chasing GOAT status. He's doing something that even his mentor Khabib couldn't do. He's going for that double champ status, a welterweight and a lightweight champion. A man who broke the defense record in the lightweight division is now going up to take the welterweight champion, and should he get 3 defenses? Imagine the matchups in welterweight are much more salivating when you think about it when it comes to Islam Makhachev. Islam versus Shavkat Rakhmonov? Come on. Shout out to Ilia Topuria, but Islam versus Shavkat, especially if Islam goes out there, which is very unlikely, but Islam goes out there and dominates JDM. And then we are looking at what happens when Islam versus Shavkat, an immovable force versus whatever whatever it's called, you know, the phrase, an immovable force meets an unmovable object, whatever. Or unstoppable force meets an immovable object. That's what we're getting. Shavkat versus Islam. That's the real fight. That's the real money fight, because Shavkat is bigger. He's not small. There's no, Islam is fighting someone someone much smaller than him. He's fighting a real welterweight, a definitive welterweight, someone who is in that division. Imagine Joaquin Buckley knocks out Kamaru Usman. You tell me we could get Islam Makhachev versus Joaquin Buckley? Oh my days. All respect to Ilia Topuria. He's got the aura, he's got the swagger, he's got everything going for him. But let's not pretend like if Islam ran through him, we were not gonna discredit him as though we have been discrediting him. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, stop it. Islam Makhachev does not need Ilia Topuria.